Hey guys, before we get this video started, I just wanted to say we have an anime channel called Mystic Sage, where I do a lot of anime content including countdowns, speculations, what-ifs, and much more. If you guys like anime and the content you see here on Mystic Umbreon, I think you will enjoy the content on Mystic Sage. A link to the channel on Mystic Sage and today's video will be in the description and in the air card above. Man, I remember back in 2007, back when Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out. To me, that was the time period where Pokemon got a rebirth. Kids near me stopped playing Pokemon after Pokemon Emerald. Like, I literally saw no one playing it. Diamond and Pearl were released, and I saw kids everywhere across my school playing Sinnoh. I even played it under my desk when my teachers weren't looking. Also, I don't recommend doing that. It's probably a very bad idea. I also remember my first team I used when I started playing these games. Today, I wanted to share that team with you and the amazing first journey I had with them. Sinnoh has such an interesting region to play through, with all the interesting story plots, region variants, places you can go, and important people you meet along the way. I feel with the team I chose for my first Sinnoh playthrough, it made my Sinnoh journey a sweet and pleasant one. Alright, I'll shut up now. Let me share my team, and let's get into how much fun it was. Alright, so a lot of people are gonna be shocked when I tell you what my first starter was for Pokemon Diamond. I chose Turtwig. Not because I liked it, I chose it because back in those times of 2007, I loved grass starter Pokemon, and I made a vow to choose every grass starter Pokemon every time a new Pokemon game came out. Obviously, after this game, I didn't do it anymore. As I played, I tolerated the Turtwig line, but I slowly started to regret it heavily. I can go into why I dislike Torterra and such, but I think at this point, you guys are used to me saying how much I hate Torterra, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. I only chose Torterra because it was grass type. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Alright, now we start to get into the more fun part of the team. I think this Pokemon is a very typical Pokemon to have on a first time Sinnoh playthrough, but I picked it up because it was a cute little birdie. I chose Staraptor as my flyer, and the moment I laid my eyes on this Pokemon, it turned into my favorite early bird. Staraptor is such a strong contender to be on any kind of team. It's fast, strong, and it gets a fun move pull. It's the first bird Pokemon everyone sees, and people usually pick it up not knowing it's as good as it actually is. I battled some people with it, and they told me, oh, you're just like everyone else picking Staraptor. Staraptor then proceeds to win and carry my team. Yeah, Staraptor is pretty good, and it's also pretty reliable for an early bird Pokemon. Definitely one of the best ones out there for sure. Another Pokemon that is super easy to pick up and is halfway decent is actually Shinx. I remember the main reasoning I picked up Shinx was because I thought it was cute. Then I found out it was electric type, and I said to myself, this is way different from any other Pokemon game I've played before. I get to use an early electric Pokemon that isn't Pikachu. I always thought that my Shinx was going to turn into an electric dark Pokemon too, just because of how Luxray looked. Regardless if there wasn't any changing of typing though, I still had fun using Luxray on my team as it carried me through a lot of battles, such as Crasher Wake's gym. I believe I also remember seeing Luxray in a Pokemon article online before Diamond and Pearl were released, so I wanted to have it on my team even before the games actually came out. When I saw that my Luxray had evolved into Luxray, I was actually very shocked but happy, because in all honesty, I didn't know. I'm happy to have used Luxray on my team though. It's a really cool Pokemon. So this is going to be a crazy story for you guys, and I hope you're ready. The next Pokemon on my team that I chose was Lucario, but I didn't get Lucario from the egg you get from Iron Island. I actually obtained it via Global Trade. I knew Lucario existed already because of the Mystery Dungeon reveal, and I also think the movie of Lucario and the Mystery of Mew is also another reason. But I saw Lucario and I knew I wanted it on my team. After I saw Lucario at Mainland's gym, I'm like, okay, cool, now I can go on GTS and get Lucario. So this is the part of the story where it actually gets kind of funny. At the time, I didn't have Wi-Fi at my house, so I would literally walk down to my neighbor's house at 6 in the morning, using their Wi-Fi for GTS. Yeah, I was a crazed pokey nut job, and I was even able to get Lucario by trading a level 23 B-Barrel. Like, for the love of Arceus, I got so lucky with that. How does anyone trade a Lucario for a level 23 B-Barrel? And memes aside, for real. I mean, also, who doesn't like Lucario? It's such a respectable Pokemon. I will admit, I even loved using it in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It's such a fun Pokemon to use, and it makes you feel like you're using a legendary Pokemon, even though it technically isn't. This team is literally full of common Pokemon. The next Pokemon on my list is Floatzel. So Floatzel was similar to Lucario where I got it from a trade, except I didn't get a good deal for it. I actually kind of got scammed. The story was, I needed a decent water Pokemon. I couldn't find any, even though I could have gone to Valley Windworks for either a Buizel or a Shellos. I didn't explore those grassy patches all that well, so I dodged both of these options. A kid who rode my bus wanted the rare Pokemon. I forgot what Pokemon it was, but if I remember, I'll tell you guys in the comments. And he told me the Buizel he had was rarer. I'm like, oh heck yeah, dude, I'll take a rarer Pokemon. But Mystic, Buizel can be found in Valley Windworks. I know, comment section. I wish my 12-year-old self knew that. Yup. I got scammed pretty bad. Although, however, Floatzel did level up pretty fast, and it was a traded Pokemon, and actually wound up doing very well on my team. So I mean, I was upset that I got scammed, but Floatzel was actually one of my team's MVPs, believe it or not. I knew I needed to have this Pokemon on my team. I have always liked Sneasel, but then I saw the Pokemon it evolved into, and I flipped out. Weavile is just such an amazingly designed and outstanding Pokemon to use on anyone's team, competitive or even in-game. I searched for hours on how to evolve Sneasel into Weavile, and there was even the point where I trained it more than any of the other members on my team. I trained it so much, it wound up being close to level 70 by the time I got to the Elite Four. So I had a level 69 or 70 Sneasel by the time I got there, and then I found the Razor Claw towards the end of Victory Road, and I'm like, oh, Sneasel has sharp claws, maybe this will make his claws sharper. After I leveled up once, what do you know? Sneasel evolves into Weavile, and my jaw just drops because of how shocked I was. Sneasel evolved holding a claw, and I dodged that fact the entire time I was leveling up Sneasel. Let me just say though, regardless if I had waited, seeing Cynthia's Garchomp go down like paper after Weavile's ice attack made me super satisfied. Well, that was the Sinnoh team I used for my first playthrough of Pokemon Diamond. I know that a lot of these Pokemon are pretty common to use on a team, but you gotta admit that some of these Pokemon stories of how I got them actually were pretty hilarious. I'm curious to hear your stories and teams as well. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Pokemon content and other content like Persona, Super Smash Bros., Zelda, Fire Emblem, and so much more. Want to support me further and gain cool perks? Check out my Patreon. Fly Jubilee, Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Pal491, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Awesome Lego, and Jarrett Weez Awesome did. I wanted to thank them personally for going above and beyond. It means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mr. Gumbrian, and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.